When I get my hands on your dad, I'll throttle him. I knew it. I knew he'd be late. Tom, put your foot down.
Thomas Pierce?
Yes.
How's school?
It's okay.
He misses sports.
Right. When did Tom last have dialysis?
2 days ago. He's due another session when we get home.
Okay. And you're making sure he's on a healthy diet, yeah?
Oh, yeah. We've seen the dietitian at the renal unit a few times, haven't we, Tom? She made him his own diet sheet. I've got it on the kitchen wall. I'm also monitoring his fluid intake. And the nurse from the renal unit popped by the other day and I went through it all with her.
Great. Well, I know you had misgivings about Tom being on dialysis, but it seems to have made a difference. I'm really pleased with him.
Yeah, he does seem a lot better. But dialysis isn't the ideal solution, is it?
No, it's not a solution. A transplant would be the best option by far. But other than putting Tom on a waiting list, unfortunately, there's not a lot more we can do.
Can we go now?
Yeah, wait a minute, Tom. But he could be on the list for years, Doctor. I know the test said I'm not a suitable donor, but his dad might be. Look, I was wondering if you'd have a word with him about it. I've tried, but he never sits still long enough.
Wasn't he supposed to come in and have a test the same time as you?
Yeah, he missed his appointment. He was supposed to have been here today. Well, it's his work. He's a lorry driver and he never knows where he's going to be. Drives me mad.
Well, if you can pin him down, get him to come and see me and we'll take it from there, OK?
Thanks. It was great, thank you. Oh, don't tell me. Lorry jackknifed on the M6? Or was it a blowout on the M1?
I'm sorry, love, I really am.
Yeah, but it's Tom you let him down, not me.
Mum, no, your mum's right. I should have been here on time. I'm sorry, Tom. What did the doctor say?
Ask him yourself. I made you an appointment to see him later. Don't forget to clean your hamster this evening. It's beginning to smell.
I won't.
Who's the bath for?
You. I'm not having you turning up at the doctor's wearing the same clothes you wore in the lorry cabin all night.
Why do I have to go to the doctor's when you can tell me what he said?
He wants to talk about you being a possible kidney donor for Tom.
You've no right making appointments without asking me first.
Well, I wouldn't have to if you turned up when you said you would.
All right. I'll go and get the bath before the water turns cold.
The doctor will do a blood test while you're there.
Will he?
Just think, Martin. If you are a good match, he could get rid of that damn thing and be outside playing with his mates.
All right. Keep your voice down. He'll hear you. You don't want to raise his hopes.
Hope's all he's got.
No sign of Martin Pierce.
No, and he's the 8th patient who hasn't turned up today.
Cold feet, probably.
Well?
No, it's bad news. I'm not in the same blood group. I'm sorry, love.
That's that, then.
See you in a couple of months. Take care. Hello, Dr. Rawlings. Oh, hi, Mrs. Pierce. Oh, well, it would be perfectly feasible to test your parents for a match, but really I prefer to test Martin first. Yes, he didn't make his appointment again today.
How's Tom?
Feeling tired. He's just finished dialysis.
Is something wrong?
You know, in all the years we've been married, I've never once doubted your word. I thought we had an honest marriage, and to lie over something so important, I just can't believe you'd do such a thing.
You mean we're not going to see the doctor?
Of course I do. What else do you think I mean? I rang Dr. Rawlings to see if our parents could go and be tested. He told me he hadn't even seen you.
I was going to go, honestly, but when I got there, I bottled it. I couldn't face it.
But it's for Tom. I'd cut off my right arm just to give him a few months' normal, healthy life, and there's you getting cold feet over giving a few drops of blood.
I've got to do it when I'm ready. I didn't make the appointment. You pushed me. I want to go through with the test, but in my own time.
What will you tell Tom? Oh, lie to him, won't you, Martin? I don't want him knowing his dad couldn't be bothered. It'd hurt him too much.
That is unfair. is all I think about.
And you're not thinking of yourself, that is.
Tom. Not much of a dad, am I?
Why? Why did you lie about going to the doctors?
I can't tell you. And even if I did, it still wouldn't be a big enough excuse. And besides, if I did tell you, you'd hate me even more than you do now.
I'm sorry.
Hey, you shouldn't be sorry. I'm the one who can't look you in the eye.
It's not your fault my kidneys don't work properly. So why should you be forced to give me one of yours?
I've just got to try and get my head round the idea, get to grips with what might happen. That's what scares me. Tom?
I'm scared too, Dad.
I'm sorry I didn't make the appointment earlier. Really, I should have called to cancel.
Well, you're here now. Listen, when I took the call from Maria...
Yeah, I know. It's all right.
Well, I'm sorry if I drop you in it.
It's not your fault, is it? I shouldn't have lied, should I?
Well, none of us are perfect, are we? So, you want to go ahead with the test, yeah?
That's what I'm here for.
And you've thought long and hard about it?
No, Marie does the thinking. I just do as I'm told.
Well, this is a decision someone else can't make for you. It's got to come from you.
Don't get me wrong, I do want to go through with the tests, and if I am a match, that'll be great. But I have got other things to consider. My life's not that simple.
Oh, is it the operation that's worrying you?
No, it's not that. I'd go through anything for Tom. Oh, I don't know. You can't plan for these kind of things, can you? My life's been turned upside down. I just can't seem to get my head around anything these days. The operation, will it be a big scar?
Bit of a biggie, I'm afraid. The surgeon would have to make a large incision in the loin area. But don't worry, you'll be on plenty of painkillers after the op. Anyway, I can't see you worrying about your bikini line.
I know it's only ifs and buts at this stage, but how long would I need to recover?
Minimum 6 weeks, and then you'd have to take it easy for 3 months, you know.
No, that's too long.
Well, if you're worried about your job or your income, I'm sure I could get the community dialysis sister to have a word with your employers.
I don't give a damn about the money or my job. I'd sell the house if I had to.
So what's preventing you from taking the test?
I wish I could tell you. Then you might understand why I've got my foot in a bear trap. But I can't.
Well, if you're not 100% sure it's what you want, then there's no point going ahead.
And how do I explain that away to Tom? What are the chances of me being in the same blood group?
Well, we won't know for sure until you take the blood test. Then if you are a match, there'd be a whole load more tests. You could fail on any one of those.
Right then, let's get on with it.
Tom? I thought you were playing on your computer. How long have you been in bed for?
Don't know. I don't feel well, Mum.
Where's it hurt?
All over. Feel all wobbly and weak.
Have you been sick?
Just want to sleep.
You do that, love. I'll come back and see how you feel later, yeah? Do you want me to get you anything?
Coffee.
It's the exhaust.
It's been playing me up something rotten while you've been away. You will get it fixed before you go back on the road, won't you? Can't do without me car. Not with Daisy to ferry backwards and forwards.
Well, I'll get the part and I'll do my best, but you know how busy I am.
Don't I just?
I can't help it. Got to work, we need the money.
I suppose. It's just that I'd like to see a bit more of you, that's all.
Yeah, I know. Thanks.
Mrs. Carr's notes. Her blood pressure's fine. She says she's seen you next.
Yeah, thanks.
Looks like rain, Daisy. Never mind. I'm sure we won't have to wait long for a bus.
Why don't you get a taxi?
What? With your car sitting there gathering dust?
But I want to get this done.
You've been working on it all morning. Look, I just have to book it into the garage and let them fix it. Martin? Are you giving us a lift or what? It's not a lot to ask. You never take us anywhere. Anyone would think you were ashamed to be seen out with us.
Don't be daft, but I can't be working on this and ferrying you around, can I?
Oh, please yourself. We'll walk.
Oh, wait, right. I'll get me coat.
Are you still feeling poorly?
I feel worse.
I'll call the doctor. You stay there.
Can I pretend to be your boyfriend? Shall we go and get some of that ice cream that you like?
Your dad's a real sweet talker, Daisy. He knows just what us girls like.
Tickle, 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 tickle. I got your knee, tickle.
So, how you feeling now?
Horrible.
Has he been itching or feeling sick?
Not that I know of, but he is getting worse.
Sorry, fella. How long's it been like this, then?
Started to get sore after dialysis. I thought I might call it on my headphones.
Have you any idea what's wrong with him?
Not certain. It looks like it could be septicemia. I think we should get him to St. Phil's. Don't worry, fella. It'll be all right. We'll soon have you feeling better, OK?
Gorgeous perfume.
Only the same I normally use.
Going anywhere nice?
Just shopping.
This is all my fault.
This sort of thing can happen quite easily with dialysis.
His blood's been poisoned because I didn't clean his machine properly. A simple task like that, and I let him down.
Look, it may not have been caused by that. You do a good job. You shouldn't be so hard on yourself.
Yeah, well, I should have been more careful. What if the antibiotics don't work?
They will. I'm sure of it. Look, why don't I keep an eye on him and you try and get hold of Martin again?
There's no need. I left a message on his mobile. He never has it switched on anyway. He's so hard to get hold of. It could be anywhere for all I know.
I've really got to be going now, love.
Oh, stay for some lunch. I'll have it ready for you in 10 minutes.
As much as I'd like to, I can't. I'm behind as it is.
Well, you be careful on those roads. And no picking up any dolly bird hitchhikers.
See you Sunday.
OK.
Be good.
Yeah.
Yes, I've come to the hospital with him. I shouldn't be too long. I'll see you in a bit. OK, bye.
How is he?
There's no need to panic. He's going to be fine.
Ever since he's been a baby, he's always caught everything going. If the cat sneezes, Tom gets a cold.
Listen, Martin, about these tests. What happened to Tom today could happen again. If you agree, I'd like to bring a test forward as urgent.
Don't you ever give up?
I'm sorry. I just thought...
I'll decide if and when I'm going to have the test done. And at the moment, it's something I don't want to even think about.
Well,
don't you understand?
It's just a suggestion.
Yeah, well, it always is, but it's me who ends up feeling guilty because I don't want to go through with it. So stop cornering me.
You know that modem thingy you wanted? What about if when you come home, me and your dad buy you one? You'd like that, wouldn't you? Hmm?
Thank you for lunch. Sorry, I've got to rush off.
I was looking forward to dessert too.
Maybe next time. I've got to go.
I'll follow you.
It's a free country. This is silly. Will you go away?
He gave me such a fright.
Have they said how long they're going to keep him in for?
Depends how quick the antibiotics work.
He'll be okay.
But for how long, Martin? He's not a strong boy. The sooner you have the test done, the better.
Hiya.
Hi.
I was just checking on another patient, so I thought I'd look in.
Can I have my computer in here?
I don't think so. But get your mum to ask one of the nurses, eh?
I feel sick.
That'll be the drugs.
They're making you better, so stop complaining. He's not the best of patients. Is he, Martin?
Oh, I don't know. I think he handles it all very well. It puts me to shame. He's a good lad.
You all right?
You're supposed to help people, not grind them down.
Well, that's the last thing I'm trying to do. I just want to help.
Yeah? Well, leave me alone then.
Look, you're holding back on me, and I don't know why.
Well, why should you? It's none of your business.
Well, maybe I can help.
I got myself into this mess and I'll get myself out of it.
What mess?
I had a dog like you once. It would latch onto my leg and it wouldn't let go. Sorry. You must think I'm really selfish.
I don't know what your problem is. But, well, you must have your reasons. Listen, whatever you decide, just let me know, OK?
I have got a reason. And it is a good one. But is it good enough?
Whatever you tell me, it'll be between the two of us.
I don't know what to do. I can walk away now and hate myself for the rest of my life, or I can help Tom and face the consequences.
What consequences? I don't understand what you're on about.
Marie's not my only wife. I married Marie 14 years ago, and Tom came along a couple of years after that. I love them both. I always have. And then one day, about 4 years ago, I met this girl, Patricia. She was living with a bloke who was giving her some trouble, and I sorted him out for her. One thing led to another. We fell in love.
So why didn't you leave Marie?
I couldn't. I loved her, I still do.
Then why marry Patricia?
Because she was pregnant. And before I knew it, she'd booked the registry office and sent out the invites. I just didn't have the heart to tell her I was already married.
But wouldn't it have been kinder to tell her the truth? You're living a lie. Have you managed to get away with it?
I'm a long-distance lorry driver. Which gives me the excuse to be away from home for weeks on end. Only I'm not always away from home as long as I say I am, if you get me drift. It's a juggling act, but I've managed. Neither marriage suffers, I make sure of that.
And you're worried if you're a kidney match for Tom, it'll all come out in the open?
Yeah, well, I can hardly hide a massive scar and 3 months convalescence from Patricia, can I? And besides, I mean, what if something happens? On the operating table, I know it's a small risk, but it's still a risk. Who'd tell her? Nobody knows about her.
But you can't be married to two women. It's against the law.
I haven't harmed anybody.
Haven't you? What about Tom? Haven't you hurt him? What about the tests?
I know how frustrating this is, but there's nothing you can do about it.
Bigamy's a criminal offence. He was so casual about it. It was like he was doing his second wife a favour. I mean, for all we know, he might be a serial bigamist. We should be able to inform the police.
He may be a menace to society, but he's not a threat.
So what do I do? Just turn a blind eye and let him go on deceiving both women?
Yes, you do, or you'll be breaking patient confidentiality.
I don't see why he just didn't have an affair. That's what people normally do, isn't it? When people's marriages go stale. Anyway, I just hope Mr. Pierce has got a conscience. He's got to come clean.
You look done in.
Oh, yeah, I've had better days. Just found out one of my patients is a bigamist.
You're kidding. Do his wives know?
I think he's waiting to find out if he's a kidney match. If he is, then he'll tell them. If he's not, well...
Oh, imagine how hurt and humiliated they're going to feel when they find out. If they ever do, that is.
Yeah, well, at least he loves them, I suppose.
Well, that doesn't give him the right to have two wives.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
What do you think?
Sorry?
Well, if you genuinely love someone, you don't lie to them, do you?
No, of course not. It's wrong.
It'll end in tears. It always does. Night, everyone.
Anyway, I better be going home. See you in the morning.
Bye.
What are you doing here? I wasn't expecting you back until Sunday.
Where's Daisy?
Play school?
Yeah, of course she is. Have you ever regretted marrying me?
Now, I know it's early, but have you had a drink?
No, please, it's important. Sit down.
I've no regrets. I still love you. Now, are you going to tell me what this is all about?
You're gonna hate me.
You've been having an affair. I knew you were up to something. Half the time you're not here, and when you are, you just don't pay...
No, it's not an affair.
For heaven's sake, Martin, you're going to tell me what it is? It can't be that bad, can it?
When we got married, I was already married to somebody else, and I still am.
I need to talk to you.
What about? Helen, it has nothing to do with me. It's your life.
Will you tell anyone?
Don't worry. I learned a long time ago to keep my nose out of other people's affairs. I've got to get back. Patient waiting for me.
You mean we're not properly married? How could you do this to me and Daisy? You're my husband, not hers. I need you.
So does she, but this doesn't have to change anything.
This changes everything.
I'll make it up to you, Pat, I promise.
You'll do no such thing. We're finished. If I ever see you or hear from you again, I'll call the police and I'll tell them what you've done. And don't you dare come back trying to see Daisy, because I won't let you. You're nothing to us. Is that clear? Nothing!
Patricia, don't do this to me.
Do you know something? I don't need you. I don't need you at all.
I got the results of the test this morning.
And?
I'm a really good match. The renal unit said that if all goes well, I could be a donor for Tom.
That's brilliant, yes. Is it what you want?
Yeah, I think so. But Tom's got to come first.
Does Marie know about the test?
Yeah, she's waiting outside. I just told her that I had to come in and have a few words, sort a few things out, you know.
When are you going to tell her about your other life?
As soon as I leave here. No more lies. It's a relief in a way. I've already told Patricia.
How did she take it?
She's devastated. Didn't want to see me anymore.
Will she report you to the police?
No, I doubt it. She'll be thinking of Daisy and what's best for her. Will you tell the police?
No. You know I can't break patient confidentiality.
Sounds like you would if you could.
Well, I'm just concerned about the people you're hurting. I think they deserve to know the truth.
Yeah, I know, and like I said, I'm going to tell Marie as soon as I leave here. And after the op, I'm going to go to the police and tell them what I've done. I think that's the best way to go about it, don't you?
Sounds good. Come in.
I was getting worried. Is everything all right?
Yeah, perfect, love, absolutely perfect. Just wanted to ask him a few niggly questions that I had.
How's Tom?
Oh, he's much better. Me and Martin are going to the hospital now to tell him the good news.
Look, I really wish the best for all of you. Good luck.
So proud of him. I know there's a long way to go, Doctor, but at least we've got something to look forward to. What's the matter, Martin?
I've got something to tell you.
Well, go on, I'm listening. Martin!
No, it's nothing. It's nothing at all. Come on, love, Tom will be waiting.
What a tangled web we weave.
When first we practice to deceive.